know what or play what you know best. And
it was TA's not banned, right?
Yeah.
This could be a Sumail TA game, potentially. One of Invoker's worst matchups in mid, and the Drow Aura doesn't make much of a difference in that matchup. TA still is way superior.
What do you think about PL? Like, PL is also a good matchup in the lane against the Invoker.
I think that's a historically good matchup, but I want to say that as of late, the Quaswex Invoker actually wins that lane just by constantly harassing the Phantomancer. You win the regen war by just having the Quas orbs constantly. You just hit, and when you have the threat of the TPN from the Nature's Prophet, especially if he's in the support role, which we're expecting, putting Phantomancer mid could definitely backfire. I'm very confident here that they will grab a Sumail hero that has that good matchup in mid, but maybe what EG are thinking here is they want to look at the big picture too. Lanes is one thing. This game they don't have the strongest laners compared to what they usually have had, and they got to look at the team fight. OG's team fight is sick, and they have very limited options against it. It will be the TA regardless.
The TA, yeah,
like coming out.
So that wraps it up for the draft. Now looking at this, we talked a little bit about OG. Winner, how do you feel about Evil Genius's team?
I think I kind of like OG's lineup more still. I feel like OG has much more balance. They have team fight, they have lanes, and I favor Drow a lot. I think Drow is really, really strong right now.
All right, well, we do have the fans all getting riled up. Regardless of which team you're rooting for, there is a lot to be rooting for in this matchup. It is OG versus Evil Geniuses. And before we go into game, we have Casey with Bulba.
Hi, Bulba. Everybody is talking about this matchup. They've been talking about it all day. What did you say to your team, or what can you tell us about what you've said to your team to keep them focused and get their heads in the game?
Well, Artur, he might have ate a bit too much for lunch, so I told him not to stink up the booth.
You continue to be the most inspiring coach here at TI.
That's what I do here.
Thank you, Bulba.
No problem.
Best of luck.
There you have it. The secret to winning on the main stage. Don't stink up the booth. Well, as we go into game, we have none other than ODPixel and Fogs to bring you the action.
Thank you very much, Chobrain. Yes, the series that I've personally been waiting for today. Evil Geniuses versus OG. What a way to sort of come to the end of this day. What a series that we're going to have between these two. So many storylines, and the drafts, we couldn't have hoped for anything more. We've got Enigmas, we've got Earthshakers, we've got some crucial key heroes, we've got some Sumail TA coming out from Evil Geniuses. So much to watch out for. What are we reckoning, Fog? How do you sort of feel that both teams are going to feel coming out of the back of these two drafts?
All I know is I'm just extremely excited to watch heavy team fights coming out. We've got Crit on a signature Earth Spirit, we've got Thompson's signature Invoker.
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
Let's have a look indeed. The series.
I'm looking forward to see what N0tail can do on the support Nature's Prophet 2. They opened up with it and they went for Nature's Prophet plus Shaker as their two supports. We're going to see if they're going to be able to match what a Vengeful Spirit and Earth Spirit can do.
Talk to me about the N0tail Nature's Prophet. What can we expect to see from this?
He's just going to try to secure lane, probably stay on top with the Drow Ranger as Earthshaker plays around bottom in the mid lane to try to put pressure on. His job is really just make sure the Drow can get some fun. Who's playing? All right, so already we see S4 is positioned bottom, so they don't want to have the PL versus the Enigma.
CEG with this early smoke movement, RTZ, Sumail, Fly, Crit.
Fly has actually taken Magic Missile. We've been seeing Wave of Terror pretty much every time. They are
He's ready
really
to kill.
hunting for a kill.
He is ready to kill, absolutely. We'll see if they find anything. At the moment, Thompson already back on the middle lane, and up top you have Anna hiding right there in the tree line. So they seem to be sort of prepared for some sort of movement like this, and look to be unlikely that they get caught out by EG's movement here.
I mean, OG's level 1 is extremely weak, right? I'm sure he goes for the Quaswex because it's Thompson, and that makes sure if you want to go for fights, level 1 is better, but you've got an Enigma, you got an Invoker on your team, you've got very little actual stuns and control in order to go for those catches or fights at level 1, just like the Shaker. As we see the bottom bounty rune actually ignored. Here.
Oh yeah, we don't see that one much. So we will expect that EG pick that one up later, unless we see the Shaker sort of roam over and catch wind of the fact that no one's taken. So Jerax is able to spot that one out.
As two bounties go for EG, they can potentially get that third one. So they are going for that full pressure to try to slow down the Drow. We'll see if N0tail can push them away.
See how this mid lane goes. Sumail versus Thompson. Of course, he's going to have that aura, and already really going at it between the two of them, trading hits. So really certainly the lane to watch us, as we'll also have to keep eyes on this bottom lane. Seb on his Enigma, backed up by Jerax's Shaker.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine S4 is going to play really defensively down bottom until he starts getting some support movement from his teammates. Has to watch out for the fissure blocks, though, as bottom. He does get blocked, and the Eidolons actually trap him.
Oh, he's in trouble here. He's going to have death pots over in a second, but it's not soon enough. OG setting up the first blood down there at the same time up top. No tail will fall. Not quite quick enough for EG to get the first blood, as OG were just that little bit quicker.
S4 really wanted to step up to try to contest these last hits because Seb is just power denying the lane. You see 5 denies already on that Enigma. And Jerax does get that punishment.
So obviously this decision from EG to leave S4 on his own and run this aggressive tri-lane top, are they likely to get kills off the back of these 3? I mean, I say that they're getting straight in indeed again on top of Notel. They will turn towards Fly. There are a lot of right click, of course, coming out with this Drower. Looking for the body blocks as well, Notel, with the tree, and so set up for the kill. Nice micro there from Notel, as to be expected from one of the micro legends as they find themselves a kill against this tri-lane of EG top.
Now it's without Jerax, really. Jerax just TP'd in. It's not like he actually did anything in there. As the career snipe comes out, Notel.
Oh my goodness, Notel already certainly showing us he's going to turn that sort of passion to beat EG here into these sort of brilliant plays in the first 2 minutes.
That's how you can help your Invoker in that 1v1 matchup versus the TA. As the panel said, you've got Drower as the Invoker, but you're versus Templar Assassin, so you can't actually use that Drower too much to your advantage.
I will commit to this.
And now that could be the help right there, even though it's already 12-4 for Sumail. And it's pretty dominant TA matchup.
Notel has to be careful if he comes up. As you can see, Crit in position to go on him as well as Fly. Notel just keeping himself out of range of the magic missile. So Fly and Crit won't go for the commitment on him and just sort of creating a nuisance, sort of drawing Fly and Crit's attention away from that top lane.
Is S4 going to see the bounty rune as well? I think he does. Oh, he's going to get it.
Hey, finally got it. Woo! 2 minutes and 43 seconds in.
He was priming it. He was just getting it better, letting it ferment. As top, we have the go.
Straight in again, Crit with the roll. Does find the portal smash onto 3, actually. Perfect angle there from Crit, but Artesian Flyer blocked off by this Fissure from Jerax, and that's going to mean they can turn around OG and get the kill onto Crit. Beautiful. The Fissure from Jerax causing issues for EG's aggressive tri-lane in terms of getting a kill.
Oh, Topson, quick little heads-up play there in the mid. Sumail was backed up trying to salve, and he stopped with the cold snap.
And obviously with that courier dead, still just for 30 seconds or so. Sumail has to be careful. He's only got a Fairy Fire and a Wraith Band on him. So Topson has a very good stronghold of that lane. And he needs it because Sumail, as we can see, was leading the way in CS. 18 for 7 against the 12 for 3.
He's calling for his team to come bring his items.
Never gone to Artees. He's able to doppelganger across the Fissure. Topson played aggressive mid. He goes in onto Sumail. Fairy Fires pop. Topson, can he finish off the kill? He can't. Sumail will just survive as Crit turns towards Topson and forces him away there as he slaps him with his stick. Sumail's going to be able to salve up as well, as I believe Crit did bring that in for him. And another call again. Topson cancelling yet another salve in his mid lane. Topson for the side throw. Sumail outplays him. Gets him with the side blades. Jerax does go for the Fissure. He's looking to chase down Sumail, but he has to back away with Crit still there, safeguarding Sumail's TA. So already some fantastic sort of little interactions here between this 1v1 of Sumail and Topson here. Sour Council, but Sumail takes the kill.
Pretty cool. I think one of those salve cancels that he actually got in the mid lane was because Notel put that ward behind the tower when he sniped the courier. So these little things. But Topson does die from those side blades.
And that bottom lane as well, Seb. A lot of denies on this Enigma.
S4 still
for 18, but
level 4.
There's about a half a level in it at the moment between the two of them. Seb having a slight advantage. Mid lane again. Good side blade hits onto Topson. Crit rolls forward, but Topson, he's already got the QQ walk out of there. So he'll be fine. Notel won't move forward with the TP in. Sumail will go back to CSing, and of course keeping a very, very sizable advantage now against the Invoker. 24-11 on Sumail's CS. Top lane, Notel is going to get on, but he turns with the Sprout. Anna with the Gust onto 2, but Fly. Crit stand their ground, looking towards the two of them. They'll magic missile up Anna, look for the 2-man boulder smash. They find the angle, they do lose Fly, but Crit will be able to bring down Notel in return. Rolling forward, they're chasing down Anna. Arteezy can't quite get to him though, as Anna's able to get his way through the trees and back under the cover of the tier 1 tower.
Very smart to go for that, bench stun onto the Drow. That's where the majority of the damage is coming in, and Crit can line up the 2-man stun afterwards. As the trade comes on, pretty close early game.
Sanders again in this mid lane. Sumail continuing to do some good work with the angles that he's finding with the side blades. He's level 6 now as well.
They have to get a sentry ward for Topson in the mid lane just in case. Just be able to stop those pesky traps. You can even farm the traps too. They give a decent amount of gold too. as they emphasize another ward in the mid lane. So they're really prioritizing just making sure that Topson has an okay time.
He's getting something, but he is, as I say, certainly struggling against Sumail's TA. Oh, bottom lane, Seb leads in straight away with the black hole. Jarrett's can walk in. S4 does manage to get the Ghost Shroud and the heal off. Notel TP's in, looking to help finish off the kill. They'll sprout him up, and they will surround him and take him down, as they do manage to get S4 and continue to keep that bottom lane in favor of Seb. Top lane, EG look for the advantage to go in and collapse in onto Ana. Ana will survive there. The Gust onto Fly, making sure that magic missile wasn't going to be there to cancel the TP.
Beautifully played. And as this happens too, Notel, with that TP bottom, sets up for the kill, but they can also set up to pressure this tower. They even pop the Drow Aura to make sure.
Hobson getting very low once again. This lane, I mean, the matchup, Sumail, he's playing it perfectly. It's a matchup where you do expect the TA to have an edge, but Sumail really is just shooting ahead of Topson's Invoker. 34 for 17 against the 28. Top lane, looking for Jerax. Jerax not going to be touched upon there by the roll forward from Crit. So should be able to walk it off. Just have to be careful how close he comes to flying Arteezy, as he is sort of cornered in. Crit with eyes on him once again. Jerax with a quick enchant totem and a slap will be able to walk it off. Top lane, Notel also being chased towards. Jerax is heading over to try and help. Notel gets the teleport out before Fly can get in range for the magic missile. But EG themselves also able to start putting some pressure onto that top tier 1 tower. Bottom lane again to Ana with this rotation, catching us for a little bit off guard. He does get the chance to Ghost Shroud, and Def pulls himself back up to full health. From the top lane, they see an advantage. EG close in onto Notel. Arteezy doppelgangers over the Fissure. Finds Notel. Magic missile from Fly straight out onto Jerax. Arteezy keeps his distance to avoid the stun. Goes straight back across towards the tower. They want to try and finish this tier 1 off. It's very low at the moment, as OG will pop the fortification, but they are unable to hold this tier 1 tower, as EG will slowly but surely finish it off. Arteezy should be able to get the last touch as well. That extra bit of bonus gold going the way of the Phantom Lancer.
A very persistent commitment to keeping that tri-lane around the top side, but they've done a great job on the side of EG of distributing their levels. You see Arteezy's level 5, the 2 supports are also level 4, while Ana was getting slowed down so much that they had to actually push this Drow Ranger bottom to catch up. Almost level 5 at least though on Ana. But in this is a pretty unsafe position for him to be in.
Yeah, pushing in very aggressively on this bottom lane. Any sort of TP or wraparound could cause the end of Ana's success down here, as Crit does come in.
S4's about to be level 6. You might want to be able to get that one before they go for this.
Let's see how they time it.
Needs one more creep.
Crit just looking for the angle.
He's pinging the creep,
There's
so
the
he's
creep
saying
straight in.
Yep.
Crit hits, drops him back, but Ana with the Gust! Oh! Is he out? He is! Ana!
And
the Gust reaction there on point. Mid lane, Sumail getting on upon, has them out. Topson and Big Daddy Notel now backing away as the TPs from EG come through. Fly finds the magic missile onto the Nation's Prophet. The trap slows out as well. He tries to TP away. Can he escape? He cannot. The damage is there from Sumail. They get Notel.
Whew. What an active early game we've got going already. 5-5. Constant rotations on all 3 lanes actually. As now Fly is going to take some of that mid lane. Get that experience up going for those supports. They want to get those level 6s at a decent time still. And it will be actually a mech onto Seb on the Enigma. So going for that quick way to just group up and take those team fights. Like the panel mentioned, you look at OG's team fight, it's very scary. When they've got the Invoker, the Enigma, and the Earthshaker, it's very intimidating what they can actually provide.
Here we go. They do go for this. I think it may have been around that mid board. So they may be aware of this, because at the same time, Jerax and Seb are looking to wrap around. I think they know that sort of the movement there from EG leaving Sumail. So they know that Sumail's vulnerable and on his own. They do have the black hole if they can close in on top of Sumail, but Jerax's smoke is going to get dispelled. Sumail is aware of what's going on. We'll see if EG is successful with the movement on top. They do find Ana. Fly leads him with a magic missile. Roll forward from Crit straight away with the control. Has the silence into the boulder smash. Punching him down. Ana with the Gust trying to get away, but the final right click from Fly comes through. They get the kill. They may lose some of their lives in return though, as Notel is surrounded. Arteezy actually managed to move across from that top lane to help out. If they won't just get one, they'll get 2. Both Ana and Notel going down. It's mid lane Topson able to get the EMP off, stopping S4, and Sumail chasing for more, but Crit, he's straight in underneath the tower. The Boulder Smash stopping the Fissure from Jerax for now. He gets the silence as well, but it doesn't matter. The Malefice from Seb comes out, finishes him off. As Sumail now being chased, Jerax throws out the Fissure, Topson up to the high ground, Sumail's into the trees.
Doesn't quite have Cold Snap up again. They actually went for a mid kill, it looks like, with the Black Hole, and I believe that S4 used the Reaper Sight to cancel it earlier in that situation. They do have earn charges on Topson, so he can look to get aggressive.
Just look for the setup. Cold Snap, EMP in the urn, as you say. The damage, the combo, perfectly done there by Topson as he finishes off Fly.
And collects another earn charge. So now he's got 2, so he can keep looking for those. But yeah, EMP is always one of those spells that is very devastating in this early game.
Super good against the Necrophos.
Yep.
Makes S4's job very hard as he comes to these fights, especially at the moment with just sort of the phase and the 2-0s. Doesn't have any sort of wand or any sort of burst
The kick
recharge.
back at the
Thompson,
tower.
Indeed, kicked underneath the tower. Samel, can he find the connection? It doesn't matter. The damage from S4's Death Pulse is enough, as again, Crit certainly showing off so far on this Earth Spirit. It's been up and down, lane to lane, 3-2 and 4, involved in 7 of the 8 kills of EG. Crit has done a fantastic job of making sure that this opening start has gone pretty nicely for EG across the map.
It's Crit Earth Spirit, right? This is what we've come to expect from this man.
Seb comes forward, does take a magic missile to the face. TP from Jerax coming in. EG start to back up. The Fissure onto 2. Samel has the trap to slow down N0tail and Seb. They put the Wave of Terror back in as well as the smash. N0tail incredibly low. One right click will do it, and there it is. And they finish it off. Jerax goes in for the walk-in Echo Slam. Fly's falling low, but the Death Pulse heal is going to be coming over to him. So Fly, he's fine. They have managed to surround Samel, though. Samel gets left behind on the high ground. Samel gets taken down. Anna trying to chase down Fly as well, but Fly is pretty speedy. Thompson gets in range, though, for the Under Shadows. He's chasing it down here with the Ghost Walk. As Fly still trying to retrieve, but Thompson should be able to finish this one off. Another iron charge thrown out as Fly goes down.
They want to play as fast as possible with this Drow Ranger. They're looking for this tower. Just want to get tower advantage.
That's four. He stepped
a bit too far.
Yeah, as Thompson's there with the wrap around the Gust into the right clicks. There's no chance for S4.
Whew. Between the Gust as well as, even if he does get the Ghost Shroud in those situations, Thompson's there to purge it off with the Tornado. 9 to 10, 12 minutes in.
It's all kicking off between these two. Thompson, a quick sort of setup onto Samel. Doesn't want to go for anything more. Is on his own at the moment.
Those are painful, though. You just eat a 400 mana burn. As he's starting to now got that 1 point in the Egg Sword. So can, of course, invoke those other abilities now, too, as well as the Ice Wall and the Deafening Blast, which are going to be very nice in this game, too, versus the Templar Assassin.
Time to smoke once again here for Crit and Fly. As they look to rotate over into the jungle, they've got that ward down. They see Anna farming alone.
They feel very strong. They've got level 6 on both their supports. N0tail still not quite level 6 on this Nature's Prophet. The scan comes out, though, and does catch EG as they're looking for this aggressive move.
And Anna's already moving away, getting himself away from this top half. Jerax, the one left behind, but he's into the trees. TP's out. And EG will find no kills off the back of those smokes. They can look to put some pressure onto that top tower. Arteezy's been getting a lot of space on this top lane, still sitting at the top net worth on his Phantom Lancer. It's going to be a quick Diffusal Blade timing at this rate.
Yeah, and it's very good hero, very good game for the PL versus this Drow Ranger. If he can close the gap over and over again, can make it very tough for Anna. Anna's also gone for 4 points in Frost Arrows instead of maxing the precision arrow, so he wants to be moving around.
He's going to get it gone on there. Try to go with Fissure onto Samel. Does have the back of a Thompson. Tries to go for the combo. Doesn't actually catch onto Samel or Fly, so they're fine. Crit's able to roll up to the high ground. Malefice was upon him, but Seb can't chase. And Seb has to back off as EG start to show the 4 of them in that mid lane.
Arteezy's getting so much space out of
He
all
really
this.
is. This top lane has been Arteezy's home ground, and he's absolutely loving it. Almost taking that tier 2 tower as well on his own. OG really have just let him be on that top lane. They've done nothing to pressure him.
This is a good timing for OG. Thompson has the Spirit Vessel finished. As the panel mentioned, incredibly good versus the Necrophos, of course. And bottom, they're taking a tier 2 as Thompson wraps around, misses.
He is going to miss that tornado. Might not matter for the kill though. As Crit, surrounded, stuck in the sprout, does fall. As OG get that bottom tier 2 tower and the kill, but as we say top lane, RTD, he pretty much got the tier 2 in return on his own. He's now looking towards Jerax as Jerax comes in, looking to clear the way, but there's Fly with the setup. Swap back into the magic missile. Jerax taken out for 45 seconds with the Reaper's Scythe being slammed down upon him by S4.
They're threatening high ground down here already with this Alacrity Drow.
Flies back in, but he gets Gust. It's silent straight away. The damage, the cold snap, the right clicks, he's gone. That's one member of EG gone for the defense. Arteezy's going to TP in as well, though, to look to hold.
They got like half damage on the tier 3 this early on. As soon as they force reactions, they do back up, though. They don't want to take the risk of people porting behind them on that shrine.
I've got the Veil now finished on S4. As we've seen, though, these sort of plays coming out from Thompson, incredibly harmful. With that full Spirit Vessel, so much damage from the combo, Thompson. As, at the moment, 10 to 12, as you say, 1k lead for OG. But it certainly feels very close, and one could sort of ask, would OG have intended to be further ahead when they run this sort of Drow lineup? And so EG, despite sort of the Drow, that favouring for OG in the lanes, they've done very well in this first 15 minutes of gameplay.
Yep, the PL's gotten so much farm, and it was the TA matchup versus the Invoker. Sure, Thompson is ahead because of all those rotations, but it just applies that pressure in the laning phase. As we did see Seb also change the build-up. Originally had that mech queued up, and now we'll be just going for the pipe on top of Vitality Boosters.
Jarrett's trying to pick up some farms. Does have Thompson there. Goes for the tornado. Onto 2. EMP's down as well. Jarrett's trying to move into position to drop the combo. Gets the Echoes now. Doesn't get the Fisher off. S4 still alive for now. He'll pop the Ghost Route. Fly left behind. Seb and Thompson looking for S4. They find the Vision for the Cold Snap. Spirit Vessel down onto S4 again as Thompson grabs the double kill. But OG as well do lose 2 as Sumail in the river did find No-Tail to the side of it. As Ana starting to play around with Roshan there. Don't know if they're going to quite be able to get away with that. Sumail and Crit are still in position to contest this. They've got that trap down. They know exactly where OG is.
OG's got the Black Hole available, though, and they know that Crit actually committed the Magnetize down bottom, which is their big team fight spell at this moment in time.
They're actually going to look towards Sumail in the mid lane. Fisher into the tornado. The silence does come out to stop sort of the rest of the combo from Thompson coming out straight away, but Sumail's been sprouted. No-Tail in with the TP, but Sumail had the refraction, still able to get the blink out. Separates himself from the squad. Very nicely done there from Crit with that quick silence, making sure. So it was just the tornado coming out from Thompson. There wasn't sort of that EMP follow-up that could have caused issues in terms of keeping those refraction charges up and allowing Sumail to blink away.
Crit's running out of stones because of how fast this gameplay is having to go. Down to 1. A lot of occasions that I've seen here. As the deep wards, as we saw earlier, were placed by OG, and they were able to get some kills out of that. And they're going to place some up toward the top side because now their main focus is going to start to be that Roshan. So having wards around that shrine area of EG will be the most important thing for them. So Arteezy does have the Fusel, has queued up the Manta, of course, afterwards. That standard build for the PL.
Fly in the mid lane, maybe looking for a swap setup onto Jax. As Jax will back away, not keeping himself in range of Fly's swap. As it really just has been Arteezy, 1-0-3. Not been involved in too many other fights, but certainly has sort of been favouring him in that sense. Lots of farm on this PL.
EG's got vision of this. They're considering going up. They've got 3 stones now on Crit. He's committing forward.
He's going straight forward. He finds the 2 of them. The silence, the stun onto both of them. The magnetized down as well as immediately they use No-Tail. Arteezy there with the wraparound. Thompson turns. Look for the tornado to hold them back. And with the Ghost Walk, Thompson will get out. So will Ana for now. Fly with the swap back onto Jax. S4 moving into position. Doesn't have the Reaper Siphon. In fact, flies too deep. Thompson turns back in. Takes down the Venge.
6 setup there by Crit. Just having vision up on that high ground. Gets the perfect combo. And I also believe the Enigma got the Black Hole like instantly canceled, it looked like. Yeah. So Seb trying to get a position for it, but unable to. As EG does claim a small lead in the game. Gold's like very minimal. Experience also very minimal.
Ever so close though in these first 18 minutes. Thompson more than halfway towards his Aghanim Scepter. And in a game where the fights have been as frequent as this one, that sort of strong Ags timing is going to make all the difference in terms of just an ability to interrupt sort of the team fight that EG's been trying for. Thompson once again on the hunt. Did go into the Ghost Walk underneath that Observer Sentry combination. So EG will know about this. Arteezy, as you can see, already backing up from that top lane.
They just really want to play around this Rosh. It's so important for the OG lineup as well as the EG lineup.
Thompson straight back towards the mid. Fly. It's been caught out by the Sprout. It's Fly. Be taken down. Thompson.
They're going to go straight into the pay with that. Like both these teams, one team has a Drow Ranger, the other team has a Templar Assassin. This is the area that is the most important in the game.
Arteezy's going to start to poke at them from the side with the Spirit Lance. Is OG still looking to be a little hesitant on heading into that pit?
They don't have their Black Hole available. Jerax is also very low on mana.
Another Magnetize is back up on Crit. He's got that team fight ability. So play it safe. Ana back to farming.
Arteezy's going for the next item, Shadowblade. Has actually deviated from the Manta. We'll see if he changes it again, but I think he wants to be able to weave into the back lines of the fight to look for this Earthshaker and this Drow.
The seeds are
Because their control is coming, it's Invoker, Enigma, and Earthshaker is the big control. So if he can look for those other targets, they can't actually control this PL if the rest of his team is distracting.
It's Thompson just 800 away from his Aghanims. Invoker still doing very well from second highest in the net worth and ahead of Sumail. Sumail, of course, on that TA, who was able to have that advantage in the mid lane matchup. But as we've seen from the fights, Thompson, as the Invoker, has just been able to offer that little bit more.
No-Tail's prepared to go for a dive already in the base here.
Right, just go for the swap. Getting Seb up onto the high ground, but Flight, he's actually just going to get right-clicked down here by the Eidolon army. As Seb claims the kill, Anna looks for the gust onto Crit, but Crit did get the roll off. He didn't manage to put the stone down though because of the silence. Goes for the kickback. Anna with the double damage, wants to fight.
The Echo.
Derek in with the Echo, has the control onto Arteezy as Arteezy gets taken out of that fight as soon as he turned up.
He just got the Blink Dagger as well, so it was completely unexpected. Ichi had no idea that was coming.
And now they're pushing up to the high ground. OG 21 minutes in, taking the tier 3 tower. Only 2 alive at the moment on EG. S4 silence, they're moving. Jarex jumps forward, has the control. S4's gone. Dead for 40 seconds. OG threatening the melee racks here on this bottom lane. And EG, they're not going to be able to do anything about this here. 21 minutes in, OG taking the full pretty much set of racks down bottom. We'll see if the Eidolons can finish up the range racks, and they certainly can. OG getting away with the speed and pressure that they need to with this Drow Ranger strat.
And how they prioritize setting up too. Noto was in the base for a good 30 seconds preparing for them to look for something like that. As he goes forward, does find Noto. Crit
Through the trees, able to find him, and notes out. We'll try once more for the TP, but the damage from the magnetize too much. Crit gets himself a charge on that Spirit Vessel.
Dire are scanning.
It's Jarex. He's looking to come in with the backup. Thompson and Anna also on the hunt. Out they go. Thompson with the setup through the trees, throws out the tornado as they'll get the trade. They'll take Crit down. Arteezy continuing to just try and make the most of any sort of space he sees on the map. Straight down mid, gets a tier 1 tower. Pretty much has the money for that Shadow Blade on top of his diffuser, but we are really still yet to see Arteezy turn up to a fight and offer something. As that last time down bottom, as we mentioned, caught off guard by Jarex's Blink Dagger timing on the Earthshaker.
It's just very tough for them to take any heads-on fights versus OG just because of how strong they are. And it's just the numbers advantage instantly.
That
Five wants to, but yeah, Noto was already prepared. They knew everything that was kind of coming for them, and they're already on their way over. We see Jarex had just picked up the Blink Dagger on the right on the side shop, and yeah.
And look at this on the side at the top. Arteezy turns up, he's like, what's up, boys? And then bam! Jarex is in Echo Slam and he's out of it. He's got to sit the sidelines for 48 seconds.
Under attack.
Was not prepared for that Blink Dagger on Jarex at all.
Courier snipe. Noto wants it, but he... Blip comes out. He actually started attacking the tower, but...
Mid lane, Samaya. On top of Anna. Anna turns again. The Gust TP is going to work out once again. It's not this time. Arteezy's in with the damage.
These Gust plays, though, from Anna, just a split second, even just the quick ones that have happened, has saved his life on multiple occasions. I think 3 or 4 times.
40 seconds, no drought. EG, they see the chance. They're into the Roche pit. They can do it pretty fast themselves, as you said, with Samael.
Jarex.
They've got the TA, they've got the Venge. Can he look for the big plays here?
He's smoked up.
Oh, he is, and he's got the slam available. He's got his eyes on the pit. Can he time it perfectly? The tornado coming in from the side, just managed to catch him pretty low. They're moving into the pit. There's the black hole coming in under the two of them. They've lost the Venge. The Roshan still being focused by Arteezy and Jarex. Arteezy still alive with the Shadow Blade set. Finally gets taken down by Samael, but Samael's held in place by the ice wall. Jarex into the pit. There's been the buyback from Fly. Samael goes down. Thompson able to fight him with the cold snap. Jarex will tick down to the magnetized. Roshan still alive for now. The silence from Crit out onto Thompson. Arteezy Doppelganger still alive. Gets on top of the Invoker. Thompson falls back towards the pit. Notel's trying to fight him, but the slam goes out to Roshan. They get the kill, but Crit gets the Aegis. Triple kill for Crit, and he's not done yet. Rolls forward, looks for Jarex. Jarex taken on as well. And OG, they're still fighting back. They'll find Crit. Spirit Vessel cold snap. He's down once. They'll look to set up for a second time. The ice wall's down, and he gets the quick gust. Thompson goes back in, and once again, cold snaps out. He can't roll himself away. Crit will fall. As the buybacks from OG there enable them to sort of settle the deal after the Roshan gets taken down. They did get the kill on Roche, but as we saw, Crit was able to get the Aegis, does lose it straight away. Overall, because of the buyback expenditure, was favoring EG in terms of net worth change.
Yeah.
But still, not necessarily what EG hoped for there. They nearly got everything. They were nearly able to sort of take it back, but the cleanup of the end from OG.
Look at Crit's positioning in this fight. He was hiding in the tree, waiting for them to go for it. Instantly stops that black hole. Arteezy also, with the Shadow Blade pickup, we see him just kind of playing around inside the pit. He survived for so long as his Phantom Lancer in the
he's
fight.
straight back in. Fires Noto. Arteezy's on top of him.
That was insane.
Thompson. Look at the wraparound onto S4 again. Ghost Shroud is there. Thompson quick with the tornado. EMP combo. Someone needs to come across and help S4. As S4 just getting solo killed here by Thompson. Styling on him here with the Invoker plays. As now, looking to Fly. Fly just had the backup of Crit. So Thompson goes forward for now. Jarex jumps forward. The Fishhead, the cold snap, the Spirit Vessel, he just does so much. Thompson finds the double kill. 11, 3, and 9 on his Invoker.
Always has that cold snap available. That
Dire's
talent.
bottom tower is under
Such a good combo with that Spirit Vessel, in particular, like we said in the beginning, versus that Necrophos. S4 just doesn't have the itemization to remove it. Didn't go for Lotus Orb, didn't go
Look
for
at this
Eul's.
stop, crit straight in. Look at the slow, look at the stun straight on top of Anna. He's going to get forced to the sidestep. Can he keep this man alive, though? He doesn't have the Black Hole backup yet, but Anna with a big gust heading him back. Tornado, Thompson, he's in with the back of the meteor. Tiffany Blast coming down. Thompson with the saves, gets both of them. Thompson Invoker doing it big time on the main stage at the Fisher from Jarrett. It sets up for another. The cold snap Spirit Vessel Notel. He comes in to join the party.
This man on his Invoker, in every situation, finding these clutch plays. Anna also with the talent, going for that 550 Gust knockback. It pushed them so far away.
Jax, he's just straight in again. There's the combo Spirit Vessel Cold Snap. Crit just getting ticked down. S4 will start to try and heal him up with the Death Pulse as the buybacks from Arteezy and Sumail do push OG away, but OG now getting a sizable advantage here in game one against EG. 9k advantage. A set of racks up as well. All three cores ahead of that of Evil Geniuses.
The mobility that's coming out and the preparation, it seems, from OG as well. As we saw No-Tail in some of these situations, teleporting before the fights even start, just to set up for his team, and then Thompson always being there. He's quads white, he's so fast.
Sumail's got to be careful. He's heading out the top, then we'll see down bottom. Arteezy finds No-Tail.
Sumail desperately needs this BKB.
If he comes out too far, Thompson or Jax will be there with the setup on that top lane.
Level 21 Invoker to the level 16 Templar Assassin.
Sumail, he cannot move from this spot. He does come down. So it could be fine for now. Thompson and Jax, they're still waiting for him to sort of cross that line. It looks like Sumail knows.
Nope.
Play cool.
They know. They just saw the courier fly over and just stop, so they're aware that something's going on here. Sumail's pinging it.
As EG
Under so much pressure.
starting really to have their backs against the wall. Each of these fights, they have to get on top of Thompson. They can't let him get away with, as you said, these sort of constant cold snaps to Sumail. Maybe coming out a little too far now, Jax. There we have it. Finds the Fisher, the Gust into the combo. There's the snap to hold him down.
60 seconds.
The patience from Sumail, not quite patient enough as he comes out alone. They were ready and waiting, OG, to make that play. And they get away with it. No buyback on Sumail.
How can EG slow this down? They don't have heroes with any deep push versus this lineup.
That's a second set of racks, tier 3s being threatened now. What can Arteezy do as he turns up to this fight? It's been hard each and every time they get a swap back onto Anna this side. Bam! Anna's gone for 80. Perfect way to start the fight, but there's the black hole. The Sunstrike as well. Flight gets taken down. Jarek's jumping in with the control onto S4. As the Boulder Smash from Crit comes out, magnetized as well, causing issues for No-Tail. No-Tail's taken out. The buyback straight away on S4's Crit, looking to chase for more. Gets on top of Seb. Seb goes with the TP out. The Fisher from Jarek will allow Seb the space to escape.
He caught Crit with that stun, so Crit wasn't able to get that Boulder Smash. That's a very heads-up play, though, by EG, getting that swap into Reaper Sight instantly before Ana gets the BKB off.
And
There's no hesitation.
It puts an end to the push. They do lose that tier 3 tower, but they keep that top set of racks alive. Does cost them the S4 buyback, so still EG not yet to find that play to really switch around the momentum of this game. As OG are in the driver's seat, we'll see it once again here.
Crit was prepared with
Instant
the stone.
play.
Yeah, instant. But Seb gets a nice follow-up here with the Fissure, gets the two-man Black Hole. But as soon as S4 does die, goes for that buyback, and you see OG does retreat. They don't want to overextend too much when they have this advantage right now. It still feels like such a tall mountain for EG to climb when they've got a Templar Assassin, and this is the pre-30 minutes, and this TA doesn't have a BKB. We're hitting that 30-minute mark, and Sumail doesn't still quite have it. He really needs it in order to be able to do anything versus this Invoker and the Surf Shaker.
What a mess.
It's a full AC on Thompson.
Ready to really assist this sort of end game push that they're looking for.
Yeah, this they're looking to end it for sure here with this item buy.
They know that they've got a very sizable lead, and with their lineup, one more team fight that goes wrong for EG could certainly cost them the game, especially with some of these buybacks unavailable at the moment.
Yep.
EG having to be careful. They've got to somehow enable Arteezy in these fights.
Just so hard. The amount of control that they actually do have on OG, so much team fight.
I mean, is it not sort of the point where you feel like Arteezy may even have to go for a BKB, or do you feel Heart is still the right way to go?
I think if he goes BKB, it's just, he needs to have a heart. He needs to just be able to play around in the fights. If he just has to play around a 10-second BKB, then they're going to be in so much trouble. TA needs one. Arteezy, I don't think he can afford to go for that item.
OG just starting to take full sort of war control of the map. Full Greaves complete on Seb. No Tail's got a gem out.
The full group up build around the Enigma. The Guardian Greaves, the Crimson Guard, the Pipe. Negating a lot of EG's damage.
Does so much for these pushes.
Yeah.
30 minutes in, they're really at this sweet point, OG, where that lineup sort of hits a bit of a peak. But they know it. They're already ready to amp up the pressure once again as they hover around the mid lane. EG cannot afford to go one by one outside of the base.
Yep, they see the top lanes pushing
Sumail, he's going to even get jumped in this position straight away. Jax with the combo. Sumail's gone without buyback. No-Tail goes for the Sprout. Quick with the pull to allow Fly to get out of the Sprout. OG piping and crimsoning up. S4 looking towards No-Tail. Jarek's priming himself on the side, ready to blink back in. In fact, they just got the damage onto S4. S4 gets swapped back. Jarek's jumps in, looks for the Fissure, gets silence. Arteezy with the black hole. The Reaper side cancels the black hole, but the combo from Thompson straight on top of Arteezy takes him out. Arteezy's dead for 80 seconds. S4 Crit and Fly getting pushed back to the base. And OG, they're going to go for another set of racks. Both cores down. No buyback on Sumail. No buyback on Arteezy.
You can see how confident they are. They know they can clean this out. This is the last fight for EG. They jump forward.
Rolls in, but immediately the Gust. Jarek's in again with the control. The Fissure out between the two of them. They find the Spirit. They're going to find S4. They're going to find Fly as well. GG is called. And game one in a series where I think a lot of people would have expected to see something.